Всем привет! Мы продолжаем прохождение игры Начало. Так, в общем, поменял я немного состав. Как немного. В общем-то, полностью поменял состав относительно позапрошлой серии. Значит, взял Алистера, Джиллиану и Зеврана. Почему я так сделал? Сейчас я хочу отправиться в Редклиф. И там маг будет нам не нужен. Там нам понадобится как раз 3 разбойника и танк. Танк, чтобы агрил, и 3 разбойника, чтобы наносить урон. Контроллер там не нужен, так как маги у меня заточены больше на проклятие, на лечение, проклятие, контроль. Там нам понадобится именно большой и быстрый вынос. И поэтому я взял с собой вот такой вот состав. Ну что? Редклиф? Деревня Редклиф. А вот, наконец, мы до него и добрались, до Редклифа.
Look, can we talk for a moment? I need to tell you something. I should probably have told you earlier.
Что ты там еще надумал?
I told you before how Al Eamon raised me, right? That my mother was a serving girl at the castle and he took me in. The reason he did that was because, well, because my father was King Marek, which made Kaelin my half-brother, I suppose.
Так, тут, конечно, блин. Разве это не делает тебя наследником трона?
Maker's breath, I hope not. I don't think so. You don't think so, do you? I'm a bastard. And nobody even knows about me. I would have told you, but it never really meant anything to me. I was inconvenient, a possible threat to Kaelin's rule, and so they kept me secret. I'd never talked about it to anyone. Everyone who knew either resented me for it or they coddled me. Even Duncan kept me out of the fighting because of it. I didn't want you to know as long as possible. I'm sorry.
Так. Ладно, я тебя вполне понимаю.
Oh, good. I'm glad. It's not like I got special treatment for it anyhow. At any rate, that's it. That's what I had to tell you. I thought you should know about it.
Зачем ты мне об этом рассказал? Зачем мне это знать?
Because it will probably come up. I didn't want to walk into Redcliffe without you knowing the truth. That would be just awkward. I have no illusions about my status, however. It's always been made very clear that I'm a commoner, and now a Grey Warden, and in no way in line for the throne. And that's fine by me. Now, if there's an heir to be found, it's Al Eamon himself. He's not of royal blood, but he is Kaelin's uncle, and more importantly, very popular with the people. Though, If he's really as sick as we've heard... Oh, no, I don't want to think about that. I really don't. So there you have it. Now can we move on? And I'll just pretend you still think I'm some nobody who was too lucky to die with the rest of the Grey Wardens.
Ну ты же на самом деле так не считаешь, правда?
No, I suppose not. At least I have a chance to make things right. And I'm not alone.
Так, ну вот кодекс обновлен. Редклиф. Местность Редклиф. Да. В общем-то, мы добрались до Редклифа. Еще ни в одном своем прохождении я так долго с этим не затягивал. Это впервые мы сюда пришли уже в самом-самом конце. Это впервые. Я так раньше никогда не поступал. Всегда в Редклиф я шел либо в самом начале игры, либо где-то в середине, но никогда не в самом конце. Ну что же, вон стоит Томас. Сейчас он нас остановит.
I thought I saw travelers coming down the road, though I scarcely believed it. Have you come to help us?
Так, я по важному делу, мне надо увидеть РЛМ.
Oh. Then you don't know. Has nobody out there heard?
Я слышал, что Эрл болен, если ты об этом.
He could be dead for all we know. Nobody's heard from the castle in days. We're under attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night and attack us until dawn. Everyone's been fighting and dying.
Well, that's just typical, isn't it?
We've no army to defend us, no Arl and no king to send us help. So many are dead, and those left are terrified they're next.
Hold on, what is this evil that's attacking you?
I don't rightly know. I'm sorry, nobody does. I should take you to Ban Tegan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you.
Ban Tegan, our Lehman's brother. He's here.
Yes. It's not far, if you'll come with me.
It's Thomas, yes? And who are these people with you? They are obviously not simple travelers.
No, my lord. They just arrived, and I thought you would want to see them.
Well done, Thomas. Greetings, friends. My name is Tegan, Ban of Rainersphere, brother to the Arl.
I remember you, Ban Tegan, though the last time we met, I was a lot younger and covered in mud.
Covered in mud? Alistair? It is you, isn't it? You're alive! This is wonderful news.
Still alive, yes. Though not for long if Ten Loghain has anything to say about it.
Indeed. Loghain would have us believe all Grey Wardens died along with my nephew, amongst other things.
Твоим племянником?
I refer to Kaelin, of course. Our sister was Queen Rowan, King Merrick's wife and Kaelin's mother. Make her rest her soul.
So, you are a Grey Warden as well? Is it possible we've met? You seem very familiar.
Ты мог знать моего отца, Дерна Кусланда.
Ah, yes, that's it, exactly. A pleasure to meet you indeed, though I wish it were under better circumstances. You're here to see my brother. Unfortunately, that might be a problem. Eamon is gravely ill.
What a remarkable coincidence.
No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls, and no one has responded to my shouts. The attack started a few nights ago. Evil things surged from the castle. We drove them back, but many perished during the assault.
Так, ну ладно, я помогу их усмирить.
Thank you. Thank you. This means more to me than you can guess. Thomas, please tell Murdoch what transpired. Then return to your post.
Yes, my lord.
Now then, there is much to do before night falls. I put 2 men in charge of the defense outside. Murdoch, the village mayor, is outside the chantry. Sir Perth, one of Eamon's knights, is just up the cliff at the windmill, watching the castle. You may discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle.
Хорошо.
Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
Так, ну тут можно, конечно, с ним пообщаться, но ничего толкового мы не узнаем. Ну, украдем, конечно, у него что-нибудь. Так, о, тут куча квестов, да-да-да. Так, ладно.
Let us pray. Blessed art thou who exists in the Maker's sight.
All right.
Blessed art thou who seeks his forgiveness. Blessed art thou
They're
who
gone.
seeks his return.
Gone
Blessed is
on
the
a
prophetess,
long
his
trip.
daughter, sacrificed to the holy flame. May the chant which the Maker...
I'm scared, Mother. When are the bad men coming?
Так, а почему
Soon, darling.
обжеты
Don't
не
worry.
светятся?
Everything will be all right.
Ну, сейчас
I want to go
посмотрим.
home. Where's Father?
You're a Grey Warden, right? Were you in Ostagar? In the Korkari Wilds? My husband and son went there to bring the chant of light to the chastened. But I haven't heard from them since.
Ты Джета?
I am. You've heard of me?
У меня есть то, что принадлежало твоему мужу.
Oh? Oh, his lockbox. If you're bringing me this... Oh no. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for bringing this to me. It means a lot to... Maker's blessings upon you.
I already told
Вон,
you. Father is
этот
outside
квест
defending the village from the bad men.
еще с самых
Stay
диких
here
земель
and be
Каркали.
brave. Can you do that? I
Причем
guess
через
so.
всю игру его протащил, блин. Так, Ириния,
Yes?
кто-нибудь хочет сделать это за меня?
I'm sorry, but your husband has fallen in battle. You have my condolences.
Why? What did he do to deserve this?
Так,
I'm so scared, Father. What are we going to do?
Silence, girl.
Кейтли,
You want the children to hear you?
поговорим с ней.
Night is coming. Sorry, am I bothering you? I'll try to be more quiet. Wait for them.
Почему ты плачешь?
Those things dragged my mother away. I don't know what happened to her, but I hear her screaming all the time. Everywhere.
How terrible, you poor thing. I wish there was something we could do to help.
And now my brother Bevan, he ran off. I don't know where he is. I'm so scared they got him too.
Я его поищу.
You will? Thank you so much. Please find him.
We have no choice. Hope for the Maker's compassion.
I just hope everything will be all right.
Ah, what a lovely little fishing town. You can almost smell the desperation of the local gentry, no?
Да, воздух правда здесь чудесный должен быть. Сосны, озеро. Мельница. Да, это Редклиф, блин. 100 лет здесь не был.
And I'm off.
Озеро Каленхат. Купаться запрещено. А запрещено купаться, потому что в озеро маги сбрасывают всякие там эликсиры свои, короче. И здесь расплодились всякие такие магические создания. Типа химеры, что ли. Ну да, химера, наверное, это называется правильно. И потому это озеро, в нем купаться нельзя, иначе можно погибнуть. Так, ну что, зайдем. Зайдем сюда. Бочку я трогать не буду, потому что активизируется квест, а это плохой квест. Ну, это, в общем, не нужна она нам. Обойдемся без этой бочки. Так, ну и пришла пора заглянуть сюда. Дом Кейтлин. Да, ну книга, ладно, пусть лежит. Вот так вот сюда. Когда вы подходите к шкафу, внутри что-то шевелится. Вы неожиданно слышите короткий вдох, после чего снова наступает тишина. Открыть шкаф.
What are you doing? All right, I'll come out. Please, don't hurt me. I'll go back to the chantry if you want. I didn't mean any harm.
Скажи сперва, что ты там делал.
I can't tell you. It's a secret.
Я не люблю секретов.
All right. I'll tell. Father said I could have his sword when I grew up. It was grandfather's. And grandfather was a great dragon slayer. I thought, if I was brave like grandfather, I could use his sword and kill the bad people who took mother.
Где сейчас этот меч?
In the chest. In mother's room. Father gave me a key, but I'm not supposed to give it to anyone.
Но ведь этот меч очень пригодился бы для спасения деревни.
I guess you're right. I should help defend the village, shouldn't I? Father would have if he were here. Oh, all right. Here's the key. I hope you use it to kill a lot of those bad people. I should go back to the chantry. Good luck.
Так, дал он нам ключик. Книжка, кодекс. Легенда о Каленхаде, часть 1. Так, ну, давайте, наверное, я кодекс, не буду я кодексом сегодня заниматься, не хочу я его листать. Вот. Ну, может быть, потом пролистнем все. Так, еще кодекс. И вот он, этот меч. Меч, конечно, ни о чем, только на продажу. Явно уже не для нашего уровня. Да, в принципе, тут уже все, что на нас надето, уже не для нашего уровня. По сути, мы тут уже переросли все, что здесь есть. Так, ну что, вернемся в церковь. Посмотрим, как там малой. Заодно переговоримся вот со строем. Так. Вот она, Кейтлин. Кайтлин.
Bevan said you were the one who found him. I can't possibly repay you.
Как насчет меча, который я нашел в вашем доме?
Bevan told me about Grandfather's sword. So you have it then? I suppose it won't go to waste, at least.
Давай я тебе за него заплачу.
I have no idea what it's worth, to be honest. And you found Bevan? I couldn't ask you for money.
Это очень ценный меч. Возьми 5 золотых.
That's incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much. How can I ever repay you?
Так. Насчет этого не тревожься.
The Maker sent you. I just know it. Thank you again.
Так. И вот теперь она уедет в Денерин. Это Кайтлин. Откроет там кузницу. И в итоге выйдет замуж за Бана Тегана. Только главное потом, после битвы, не забыть с ней поговорить, чтобы она действительно уехала. Так, ладно, к Рогаку подойдем попозже.
You know, Alistair, Antiva has a long tradition of royal bastards.
You don't say.
Oh, yes. They've led wars to claim the throne. Some of them have become kings. In fact, I'd say the current royal line in Antiva stems from bastard blood several times over.
Well, aren't you just chock full of useless trivia today?
Sadly, whenever a royal bastard rears their head in public and declares themselves, it often goes poorly for them.
Let me guess. They get assassinated.
Only the very popular ones.
And the unpopular ones?
Well, they get by somehow, I'm sure. There was one fellow who did quite well working as a prostitute based on his uncanny resemblance to the king. Charged a fortune.
Couldn't afford him, I take it.
That cynicism will serve you well, my friend. Hold on to it.
Так, ну что? В общем, все. Алистер, наследник престола.
Going.
И я немножко спойлерну. Я хочу его возвести на трон. Вообще, я хочу сделать концовку такую, которой я никогда ни разу не делал. И недавно я узнал, совсем недавно узнал, что такая концовка возможна. И я никогда не проходил на такую концовку, и вот сейчас я хочу именно на эту концовку пройти эту игру. Так, ну ладно, поговорим. Ну, или потом поговорим. Сейчас пробежимся. Тут еще один квестовый персонаж нас ждет. Вот там, в том доме. Пока
Yes.
Пока здесь пробежимся. Блин, такая ностальгия по этому всему. Ямаш.
All right. Going.
Прям уж интересно. Так, да, сейчас бегаем туда, потом вернемся к Мердоку. Так, ну что, поговорим?
Yes, what can I do for you?
У меня письмо к тебе от волонтеров.
I knew this time would come. I should have listened to my wife. Don't sign that paper, she said. They might pay you a few sovereigns now, but they'll be back. Blast. I'll see you on the front lines, I suppose.
Так, ну и вот. Письмо мы ему отдали. Письмо о призыве. Так, ладно. Все остальное позже. Идем к старости, к Мердоку.
So you're the Grey Warden, are you? I heard they all died with the king.
Я сюда языком болтать пришел. Чем могу помочь?
We need what little armor and weapons we got repaired, and quickly, or half of us will be fighting without either. Owen's the only blacksmith who can do it, but the stubborn fool refuses to even talk. If we're to be ready for tonight, we'll need that crotchety bastard's help.
Погляжу, что можно сделать.
I'd appreciate it. If he doesn't help, he'll die like the rest of us. What good will that do anyone then?
Так. Поехали дальше.
Go away. Curse you. Leave me in peace. You've already taken everything out of my stores. There's nothing left.
Открой мне эту дверь вышибу.
I am. Alright, just don't destroy anything, damn you.
Maker's breath. What is that smell? It's like someone set a brewery on fire.
Somebody's been drinking.
So, I open the door. I've got nothing of value for you. The military's taken whatever I had. So if you're here to beat on a sad old man, then all I ask is you get on with it. I don't have much to live for as it is.
Для получения нужна твоя помощь.
Why should I help Murdoch when he won't help me? Hmm? My girl, Velena, is one of the Alessa's maids and she's trapped up there in the castle, but the mayor won't send anyone for her. She's been my life since my wife passed on 2 years ago. Now she's dead, or soon to be. I don't care what happens to me or the village, or anyone!
Так, ладно, не буду я разглагольствовать, спасу твою дочь.
It'd do me the world of good to think maybe someone like you could go in and find her. Provided any of us live through the night.
Постараюсь как смогу.
Not good enough. Murdoch said the same damn thing, and I didn't believe him either. I want a promise. Promise me that you'll look for her. That you'll bring her back to me if you can.
Обещаю, я ее найду.
I'll accept that. It's something to hope for, at least. Right then. It seems I have some work to do relighting the forge, and I suppose I'll have to find some iron. Maybe at the mill. Murdoch just better send his men here as soon as possible if I'm gonna get to all these repairs and get them done by nightfall. If you need anything done, well, just let me know. I've got a lot to do now, so you'll have to excuse me.
Так, ну вот тут ящик.
Going.
Hey, I see. I don't think there's anything you'll need in there. But it's hard to say. I was in a bit of a rush when I filled it up.
Заперто.
Yeah. Let me open it for you. I have the key.
Ну там действительно всякий мусор. Насколько я помню, ничего хорошего там не лежит. Вот. Железо, железа я даже брать не буду. Хлам действительно. Так, ну что, Мердок. Поговорим с Мердоком опять.
Well, it looks like Owen's finally doing the repairs we need. The damn fool is falling over a drunk and still manages to make smithying look easy. Good enough, I say. I'll send one of my men to inform Bantigan the militia is ready for battle.
Так, убедить, Мердок. Мы не просто готовы, мы непременно победим.
I hope you're right. We may just be village folk, but we're going to fight like there's no tomorrow.
Еще что-то я могу для вас сделать?
We could use some extra bodies. Having a veteran like Dwin in the militia would help a lot, but he flat out refuses.
Кто такой этот Dwin?
He's a trader, a dwarf, lives near the lake. Locked himself up in his home with some of his workers, he has. Says he doesn't need any of us. We could use somebody with his fighting experience, but he won't come out.
Да, продолжай в том же духе.
I have a good feeling about tonight.
Так, ну сейчас надо будет его где-то подбадривать. Потому что нам желательно, чтобы все выжили. Так, тут чего? Вскрыть замок отмычкой.
Wonderful. Intruders. I hope you have a good reason for breaking and entering into my home.
Куда хотим, туда и идем.
No, have to run the place. It's not like I could stop people like you anyway. The name's Dwin. Pleased to meet you. Now, kindly tell me why you're here.
Мердок сказал, что ты нужен ему в ополчении.
So what? You recruiting for him? I'll tell you what I told Murdoch. I'm not risking my neck for this town.
Или умрешь там, или прямо сейчас.
So, that's what it comes down to, huh? Fine. I'll go. If you want me out there so badly.
Спасибо.
Don't thank me. I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing this because of you. Go tell Murdoch he won. And I better see you out there in the square when those creatures come.
Да. И тут вот у него сундучок вот этот вот. Это квестовый сундучок. Там лежит одна квестовая вещь. Ну, будет лежать. Сейчас пока. Это просто закрытый сундучок, но который вообще никак не активен. Этот сундучок мы откроем позже. Так, ну надо опять с Марлетом поговорить.
The repairs are underway surprisingly quickly, considering how drunk Owen is. We may just make it.
Ну давайте так, от настроения.
The men's spirits are high for now. Far better than I expected, to be honest. Dwin's presence makes the men a bit more confident. It helps to know a veteran is on our side tonight. Since you convinced Owen to start repairs, we're pretty well armed now. That is a relief, let me tell you. Overall, I'd say the militia's very ready to fight. Never thought I'd say that, but there you go. Is there anything else? I have a good feeling about tonight.
Stop fidgeting.
Так. Теперь нам надо сбегать.
And well he should. Because you're a
Бегать туда. В трактир. Так, ну вот тут опыт. Надпись в таверне Редклифа. Сыр тут не заказывайте. И 50 опыта. Интересно. Так, ладно. Ладно. Ополченец.
I can't believe Lloyd won't even give us some free ale. A time like this, and all he thinks about is turning a profit.
Did you expect any different? That bastard's always been cheaper than an ante from the hall.
Here we are defending the village, and he don't even have the decency to help us out.
Вот. Последний вариант. Он с деньги берет. Это возмутительно.
You're telling me we're just trying to survive, and here he is making a profit.
Ah, what difference does it make? He won't care.
Так, ну, с этим поступим вот так. Кража. И вот. Письмо Бервика. Бервик, нам нужны твои глаза и уши. Никуда не уходи из Редклифа. Держись тише воды, ниже травы. И наблюдай за замком. Докладывая обо всех изменениях, и тебе хорошо заплатят. А вот теперь поговорим, приятель.
Not looking for company.
Я письмо нашел. Не потрудитесь объяснить.
What? How did you... You stole that right out of my pocket.
This is more than I bargained for. Look, they just paid me to watch the castle and send word if anything should change. But they never said anything about monsters. I haven't even been able to report anything since this started. I'm stuck, same as you, I swear.
Откуда мне знать, что вы говорите правду?
I just thought I was serving the king and making a bit of coin on the side. You have to believe me.
Думаю, вы должны помочь нам защитить Редклиф этой ночью.
Oh, all right, I'll do it. Thank you for your mercy. I won't forget it.
Так, ну все, еще одного затащили в ополчение. Но и это еще не все. Теперь надо поговорить с Ллойдом.
Hello there, friend. Can't say we've ever met before. Stranger to the village, I take it. Haven't had many travelers lately. All this nonsense is bad for business. Bet you regret coming, yes?
Ну так. Что ты имеешь в виду?
Oh, you know, evil creatures, impending doom, civil war, and the Jarl's dead in the castle. Makes you thirsty, don't it? So, what'll it be? You are here to drink, I hope.
Я слышал, ты берешь с ополчения деньги за Эль.
Why shouldn't I? They may not have much coin, but I'm not giving it away for free.
Вот ты подумай, как тебе все будут благодарны.
I never thought of that. Maybe I could try it for a bit. Right then, you men over there. Drinks are on the house. All militia drink for free.
Oh, you're a saint, Lloyd.
Ha ha! If them creatures don't kill me, I swear they'll bleed me dry. Something else I can get for you?
Кто ты такой? Нет, давайте так. Ответь мне на пару вопросов.
Fine. Make them quick.
Почему ты не помогаешь защищать деревню?
Why? When them creatures attack, I lock myself in the cellar, just batten the hatches and wait it out. What's the point in getting myself killed with all the rest of them? If that makes me a coward, then I'm a coward.
Или умрешь на поле боя, или прямо сейчас, выбирай.
But Van Tegan said we didn't have to. He said... Ah, fine, I'll go. But all of this better be here when I get back. I don't want the place drunk out from under me. Blasted bloody...
А вот теперь настало время поговорить с этой официанткой. Ну, можно было, конечно, еще и раньше с ней поговорить. И тоже ей помочь деньгами. И она тоже могла бы стать женой Абана Тегана. Уехала бы в Денрим и открыла свою, не помню, сыроварню или пекарню. Ладно.
I see you got that bastard Lloyd to join the militia. It's about time he did something to help out. I guess this puts me in charge. Poor Lloyd will have an apoplexy just thinking about it, eh?
Но теперь это уже невозможно сделать. Мне нужны продукты.
Fair enough. Let me see what Lloyd stored in the back. You can help yourself.
Так, и теперь все у нее бесплатно забираем. Ну, как бы не критично. Почему бы и нет. И даже и венцо есть. Подарок для Ви. Тоже Начало. Почему нет? Все заберем. Так, все. А больше с ней говорить не о чем. Еще раз говорим с Мердоком.
I hear you got the tavern serving the militia free ale now. While I don't favor my men being drunk come sundown, I suppose it helps morale to have their minds taken off what's to come. You have my thanks. The repairs are underway surprisingly quickly, considering how drunk Owen is. We may just make it.
Настроение.
The men's spirits are high for now. Far better than I expected, to be honest. Dwin's presence makes the men a bit more confident. It helps to know a veteran is on our side tonight. My men are getting free drinks at the tavern. I suppose it's better to drown your fears rather than go mad waiting for certain death. I'm tempted to have a few ales myself. Since you convinced Owen to start repairs, we're pretty well armed now. That is a relief, let me tell you. Overall, I'd say the militia's very ready to fight. Never thought I'd say that, but there you go. Is there anything else? I have a good feeling about tonight.
Да. Будем надеяться, что ты не сдохнешь. Этой ночью. Тут самое главное всех, конечно, ну, блин, как бы плевать с них, если они передохнут.
So, I imagine it has been some time for you, Liliana.
Some time for me? I do not know what you mean.
Some time since you last knocked boots, shall we say? You did just come from the cloistered life, no?
Of course it has been some time. There are more important things in life than knocking boots, Zevran.
Oh, I'll not argue that. I simply mean that the body has urges. Urges given to us by the Maker. Yours must be considerable after all that time.
That is a very personal question.
I mean no offense. I simply offer my services should you ever feel the need for release.
You kind of think of my well-being, so Zevran.
Let it never be said that I am not available when the call for help goes out.
Короче, если они все передохнут, с них можно именно хороший гроб собрать. Ну, мы, конечно, не будем так поступать. Я постараюсь, чтобы все выжили. Не знаю, получится, нет. Переигрывать, разумеется, не буду. А вот еще одна милостям здравствуй, еще один цветочек, походу, подарок для Дианы. Так.
Sort of like coming home again, but with more undead.
Да, Рестер. Блин, тут реально красиво. Если так разобраться, вид действительно хороший. Так, лодочки внизу. Корабли стоят. Ну, блин, красота. Так, ну сейчас нам надо зайти вот сюда. И тут нас будет ждать очередной сюрприз. Да. Вот, любовное письмо. Это уже 10-е. 10-е любовное письмо. Так, Серперт, давай тебя порой поговорим с тобой.
Greetings, Grey Warden. I am as relieved as Ban Tegan is to see you here. I must admit that I do not quite know how to address you. Is my lord sufficient?
Мне все равно.
I am Sir Perth, until recently in direct service of Arl Eamon of Redkliff. For now my charge is defending the village from these evil assaults. Would that I had chosen not to seek out the urn of sacred ashes. Perhaps I would have fended off whatever evil befell the castle, or perhaps I would be dead. Ah well, with the Grey Warden aiding our defense, perhaps all is not lost.
Могу чем-нибудь помочь?
We have sufficient armor and weapons, but my knights are too few to stand against the monsters without assistance. Perhaps you could approach Mother Hannah in the Chantry for some holy protection against these evil creatures. Otherwise, I do not know what else you could provide beyond your own talents. We're as prepared for the onslaught as we could possibly be, all things considered.
Посмотрю, что можно сделать.
That gladdens my heart to hear it.
Продолжай.
As you wish, Grey Warden. Make a watch over you.
Так, ну что? Сходим в церковь. Переговорим с настоятельницей. Блин, почему у нас настоятельница? Это ж церковь, это ж не монастырь. Что-то вообще как-то у них тут все сделано по-дурацки. Мало того, что подобная мать, так еще и настоятельница. Так, ну что, поговорим с ней?
You are a stranger amongst us, yet you still agree to defend our village in its darkest hour. We are most grateful to you.
Когда победим, тогда и поблагодарю тебя.
I will be grateful of your attempt, even if it fails. We can ask no more. Allow me to introduce myself. I am revered Mother Hannah, head of this chantry, which for the moment is a place of refuge for these poor villagers.
How awful this must be for you all. Is this everyone who's left?
All those who cannot defend themselves, yes. They are terrified of tonight's attack, and I fear these walls will not keep them safe. What can I do to help with your task?
Сэр Перт просит воздать его рыцарям святую защиту.
I have done all I can for them. I pray for them each night and seek the Maker's forgiveness for their sins before they face their deaths. What Sir Perth seeks is something that is not in my power to give.
Что вы имеете в виду?
Sir Perth believes that I can protect them against these creatures, a shield only the Maker can provide, and that I withhold this power.
Well, can't you just tell him the Maker will watch over him? Morale is a powerful thing, you know.
You mean you want me to let them think the Maker protects them in a real sense? I will not lie to them like that.
Я вообще в шоке. Вот реально в шоке. Причем тут обман? Люди идут на смерть, биться, блин, с армией мертвецов. Ты что, вообще больная? Тебе что, западло реально дать им эти хрени? Это придало бы им уверенности, а значит и защитило бы.
I suppose if they believed in the Maker's power, that belief would inspire them somewhat. It just seems like trickery. Very well. If it keeps them alive, I will do what I must. I have a number of silver-cast holy symbols. Tell Sir Perth that he can have them, and that wearing them will confer the Maker's protection. Now please, let me tend to these poor folk. I must do what I can, and I suggest you do the same.
Ужас, блин. Это обман. Какой нахрен обман? Меня тут вообще поражает эта их церковь, блин, эти их верования. Я в шоке. Ты должна наоборот их там как-то осветить, я не знаю, что-то им. Дать какие-то там, ну, не кресты, я не знаю, что там они, эти андростианцы носят, блин. Какие-то, да, вот эти вот серебряные хреновины, блин. Это же естественно. Блин, люди идут реально на смерть. Вот тут сейчас нападет армия трупов. Реально, армия трупов нападет. А она стоит, короче, выдрючивается.
The Knights of Redcliffe are ready to fight at your disposal.
Ты говорил, что был парад святому покровительству.
Have you spoken to the revered mother? Has she offered anything?
У матери Ханны есть священные амулеты. Они вам подойдут? Почему нам? Вам? Мне не нафиг.
Must we do this? The faith that will protect these men must come from their heart, surely.
If they are the same as the symbols worn by their priests, well, that would more than suffice.
Рад, что смог помочь.
I will send some men to collect the amulets. Please give my regards to Mother Hannah for seeing some sense at last.
Продолжай.
As you wish, Grey Warden. Make a watch over you.
Так, ну вот Лилиана не одобрила. Тоже еще одна, блин. Бард-шпионка. И вот мы ей дарим.
Flowers? For me? They're beautiful.
Ты их не узнаешь?
These were her favorite. I haven't seen these in such a long time. They smell just like Mother used to. Thank you. Thank you so much for remembering.
Ну вот и все. Из-за цветочков поступила всеми своими принципами веры. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Всем удачи. До новых встреч.